Too many rides here. It's back to 2000, number 3. We're nurturing this thing. I'm gonna be taking the wheel off because I gotta change the sprocket. I need to gear this down. We're gonna go to a 51. You know, as I set up to do this service work, I just noticed for the first time, we don't even have a discard. The plastic ones always break over time, and all I have is busted ones. Except I dug this out of the bins, and I've got this Supermoto one. I don't recommend these, and I normally wouldn't run this. I bought it brand new and never put it on. And we have to change the gears. It just so happens we got our shipment of a rear sprocket. I didn't have a single 51 tooth on hand. They're all being used. No extra ones, no new ones. I'm gonna check right now, see that this sprocket is the right size for the wheel. Cost about 65 bucks. XR600 sprockets aren't that easy to find anymore. This didn't come with any bolts. The bolts pattern on the 600 better be right for that. It's all good. I have a 3/8 drive breaker bar here, which works good. And then you want to get a open end wrench of the appropriate size to be able to fit in between the hub right there. It's gonna fit on there all the way. A good solid grip, and in the center of the hole as best as you can be. And you still also need a breaker bar, because these things are on so tight that you're not gonna be able to bust that loose by hand. So you're gonna go through and bust them all loose. This particular new sprocket I have requires a tapered bolt. And these OEM XR ones are flathead. You see what I'm saying? It's made for a, yeah, and these don't even fit, so. The whole thing is shot. That's not the right sprocket for there. This will go on a CRF, no problem. You could drill the holes out and get a bolt kit, but I don't think that's right. They advertise it'll fit an XR and it just doesn't fit. You know, I was gonna say the other option is I look in my spares for a bolt kit, the proper bolt kit, but those are smaller diameter. It just wouldn't be right to put them on like that. I think I'm just gonna have to go ahead and take this sprocket off and put the wheel back on so I can roll the bike around. If I look at it and try to figure how much use is on it, I can see a bit of use on the leading edge, but not much. 48 tooth. I really wanted to get this done today. I drill out the holes to the right size, because these bolts are what you need for the hub, and then put it on backwards. These will be hidden against the hub and will bolt to this that doesn't normally they're recessed in there so they don't hit on junk like twigs and stuff. Yeah, see, I've got a set of these, but these are wimpy comparatively. Look at the comparison here. Wimpy. These are for a front disc brake, I believe. And as far as the head, that doesn't even really fit in there that good. Okay, so I've just done a bit of research, and I've been up against this before, and I've made some modifications before, but I'm not willing to this time. What you can do is just put on a set of the smaller bolts, or you could put this on backwards, drill the holes out, but then your pan head bolts are going to stick out here close to the swing arm. That's going to have to be returned, and I have another sprocket on the way now. It seems that it's pretty tough to get a 51 tooth sprocket for an XR600. Just because it has the same bolt pattern doesn't mean it'll fit. We're just left with a wheel that's on temporarily without a sprocket. There's something wrong with the kickstand. Normally you don't have your kickstand sticking out that far. And also when it's down, my bike has to lean way over. It's way off the ground. There's one of two things. Either the kickstand's bent or the tab on the frame is not aligned properly anymore. There is some signs that it's had trauma. But in order to figure that out, I'm going to pull this kickstand off and compare it to these other ones I have. The truth of the matter is we're going to have to get the kickstand heated up and straightened a bit. You can see that right there. That's a big part of the problem. So now, since that doesn't want to come out, I'm going to have to work it back and forth a little bit carefully. It looks like the pivot bolt is bent. Never try to start your bike while it's on the kickstand with all your weight on there. What's the matter with you? I'm sick and tired of fixing up bikes with bad kickstands from you guys. It looks like the threads were distressed as they came out, but it doesn't necessarily look bent. Possibly re-tap the hole or maybe buy a new bolt. I don't know what I need to do. But anyway, here's the kickstand, and it starts out at an angle already. It needs to be bent right there. This one looks straighter at a glance. This one's different. It pulls in tighter, but still not tight enough for my liking. Look at that. That's no good there. Yeah, so, I'm thinking that this is damaged here. But it sticks out, they all stick out the same amount, which is unacceptable, to tell you the truth. So let's try to figure out what's wrong with the threads and just stick it back on for the capability of using it until I get it fixed. Now I know what I'm going to have to do. What's the matter with you guys? Just because it has the same bolt pattern doesn't mean it'll fit. Too many rides here. I need to gear this down. Just brought home a 2000 XR600R. This would be XR600R 2000 number 3. It needs sorting out. It's dirty. The guy I got it from had it for 2 days. So it has a green sticker. And that's got current registration. It's got a few innovations.